name is Mel. We run a channel called Freedom Central on YouTube. It's an alternative news channel, and we work for absolutely no money at all, just to spread awareness. And today we want to find out why people have come here. So if you wouldn't mind sharing with us your reasons for being here.
Well, I've seen footage of David's views on YouTube before, and I've hesitated because I knew about this lecture, or what you call a presentation, months in advance, but I waited until this week to come here. Reason for me coming to see for myself is I've been busy with the same subjects for quite a while, ever since, well, you could say basically 1 year ago when I quit my job. And I've been spending a lot of time on the internet trying to find out how does this world really work. And you take it one step at a time, but all of a sudden it crystallizes and it all makes sense.
You come to see David today?
Well, I've actually seen David speak on video on the web a few times.
Yes?
And I actually went and saw him once speak in the States, and I've always really enjoyed him. And I was going to be in town for another event, and I thought, well, this is great. It'd be great to see him somewhere else and see how people are responding to what he has to say.
Well, I came because I think he is one of the most brilliant speakers in the world, and he is actually also a very courageous man.
Yes.
And I also think he is one of the very first who connected all the dots that he's talking about to understand the horror that's going on right now on a massive scale. And I also think that he can inspire tons of people to wake up before it's too late.
Because what's going on, what Dave Icke is telling about, is something I'm quite aware of for many, many years.
Well, I just wanted to see the man in real life. I've seen him on the internet a lot, but there's nothing like seeing him in real life.
And that's a lovely shirt you've got on there.
I'm very impressed so far.
Have you ever heard of David Icke before today?
I've never seen him in the flesh. I've watched and read a lot of him, but I've never seen him in the flesh.
I actually was involved in bringing David, believe it or not, into Ireland nearly 20 years ago, when I was taken as mad for doing it, and I couldn't understand why people were so afraid of him at the time. And then when I went to see him and other people that I knew, and just heard the amazing gift he has to put out information that I've always wondered why certain stuff was hidden from me, and it just made sense. It was just something natural in me, and now I've come because at the moment in Ireland we've been forced to re-vote for something we voted against in a referendum, and it's for the Lisbon Treaty. And I just can't understand, if we vote no, it means no. And I just wanted to come and just kind of tap into like-minded people again and see, can I do anything to hopefully convince Irish people to wake up and see that, you know, voting yes is not the answer.
I'm here because I'm following the latest news. How do you say it? Not the news that is in the mainstream media.
Alternative news. Yes.
Oh, I'm a big fan of David Icke. Yeah, I've been a fan for quite a few years now. I think he's one of the best and most original thinkers, and I like all of his research. Yeah, and I just wanted to see him in person, really. I mean, I've seen all of the DVDs, read some of his books, but I really wanted to get the experience of seeing him live. Yeah.
I find it very interesting to expand my consciousness about subjects which don't hit up in the mass media. And I only discovered this kind of hidden, let's say, hidden news for I think 4 or 5 years or so.
Okay.
And I always felt when I was reading mass media or talking with people that I was lacking something.
Yes.
And also all the books that I read gave me a feeling, also Eastern philosophy, that kind of books. They also always gave me a feeling of discomfort because I was missing something. But with some things in life, it's very cruel that if you're missing something, at that special moment of missing, you don't know what you're missing. Yes. And only when you hit it, when it's you say it's expressing itself in your life, then you know afterwards. Then you can look back and say, "Oh, I've missed it very much." And it's also with this knowledge of David Icke and a lot of other writers, of course, and it's just this category of knowledge which is very important to know and to spread, and which gives you, let's say, a kind of peace of mind when you take knowledge of it. It gives you instant peace of mind, because then you recognize, this is what I always wanted to know. This is the pyramid of news. This is really the pyramid, the top of the pyramid, which is never hitting up somewhere, only on the internet, and only when you are reading independent writers.
Absolutely. It's a wonderful description. Thank you very much.
Okay.
I read his book. I read one of his books, and I was very interested in his perception. And I know he took some ayahuasca to have awakened consciousness, you know, to awaken his consciousness.
Yes.
And we work also with the ayahuasca. So, well, that was one of the things, you know, we want to get to know him some more and to see him in action.
I'm from Denmark.
And you've come all the way here to see David Icke?
Oh, yes.
And tell us why.
Well, because for me, the information David Icke reveals is like the missing links for me.
Absolutely, as it is for everybody.
Yeah.
And have you learned anything new today?
A little bit, but I have seen a lot of David Icke on YouTube for the last month, so I've seen most of it before.
Okay.
There, but it's nice to be in the environment.
Absolutely, there's a lot of like-minded people here, and you can feel the energy. We're all here for the same reason.
Yeah.